Welcome to JA Advisory. Master yourself, master the universe.
Greetings and blessings. Welcome to JA Advisory, your guide to mastering yourself and mastering the universe. My name is Jamal, and in this video, I wanted to talk about grounding. Here are a couple quick and easy ways that you can ground yourself. So, what does that even mean? What is grounding in the first place? So, let's just jump right in. A couple easy ways that you can practice grounding are walking barefoot, spending time out in nature, or going to the beach. So what's this grounding thing about anyway? What's it even mean? It's not just a made-up pseudoscience-y thing. If you live in the US, you might notice that electricity outlets have 3 holes to them. There's the 2 thin slits, and then there's the 1 circular hole. And that circular hole is called the ground. And that's used to ground our electronics. Now, the interesting thing is that our body is, one, very electrically active and also conductive. So you might ask yourself, okay, that makes sense. We're kind of connected, but why do we need to be grounded in the first place? And the answer is that everything we do in life creates an excess of positive charge, positive ions in the body. And so over time, that creates imbalance and destabilization in our cells, in our nervous system. It affects our nervous system's ability to self-regulate. It affects how we manage stimuli of any kind of stress, any kind of input to our nervous system, whether that's things we see, we hear, we feel, we smell. Those are all stimulating to the nervous system. And they all create reactions in the body where you have signals being sent and received through different areas in the body. So all of these actions create positive charges. And to balance that out, what do we need? Negative charge. So despite the name positive, negative, that doesn't mean it's bad. The negative charges are actually the good and the balancing electrical charge for our body. So remember, everything we do creates that positive charge, whether it's eating, moving your body, moving a muscle, breathing, going out in the sun, even though we need the sun, it ends up creating some level of destabilization in our cells. And to balance this out, we can walk barefoot, for example, and this grounds our body just like how we ground electronics in our home. And just being outside, being out in nature helps to balance the electrical forces in the body. Same thing with the beach. And the beach is very powerful because you have the sand and you have the salt. And that sandy, salty environment typically has an abundance of negative ions for us to balance out with. And that's also the benefits of antioxidants. In terms of antioxidants, oxidants mean something that causes oxidation, which means creating positive charges on a cellular level, is something that ends up destabilizing our body. So oxidants, well, oxidization is rust, basically. So anything we do basically causes our cells to rust or age a little bit. And that's why antioxidants are those foods with excess negative ions that can help to balance out that process of, we call it aging, but it's really just the destabilization of the cells due to excess charge, excess positive charge, I should specify. So again, antioxidants are foods that have excess negative charge, and that is why they are healthy. Eat your blueberries. Okay, it's not just blueberries. I think all fresh foods, living foods, tend to have a decent amount of antioxidants compared to overly processed, packaged, preserved, and old foods. So eat fresh. It's grounding. And before I close this video out, I want to do a little test. So we'll take out the old voltmeter and see if we can notice anything. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. But one thing is for sure, I can tell you, if you go out for a walk in the forest, your nervous system will feel more relaxed. You will feel more relaxed and less stressed. You'll overall feel more balanced, have more clarity of mind. And that's just one of the many benefits of grounding and also being out in nature, something that many people lack these days. We're not living outside as much. We spend a lot of our times inside in buildings. Most people work inside some kind of a building, some kind of a facility. So we spend a lot of time indoors compared to many hundreds of years ago, any time in the past, really. All right, so let's get this test going and see how we do. All right, so this is our control. You can see everything's connected, so I'm going to put one hand on here and one hand on here, see what we get. Okay. And now I'm going to stand barefoot and do the same thing. And now I'm over in the grass, and I'm going to try the same thing and see if the result is different. Interesting. I keep getting a lower reading when I do this. Let's see if I stick the negative end in the ground. So 34 millivolts, and we'll go back over to the concrete. And now I'm not getting anything. 0. Oh. So not getting any. I'm touching both electrodes. Oh. It wasn't picking up there for a second. I wonder why that is. Now I'm not getting anything standing on the concrete. You can see I'm pinching these tight. Nothing. So interestingly, I'm not really getting any reading when I hold both electrodes. Oh, there we are. For a second, I don't know if that means all the charges balance out. We stick this in the ground. Okay. There's some small flow of electricity there. And my other hand is free and my feet are touching the ground. So you can see that there is a flow there. From positive to negative. So I wonder if that means when I stand in here for a while, if all the charges balance out, I don't know. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching this video on grounding. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like, leave a comment if there's something that stood out to you, and share it with a friend if you know anyone that can benefit from this, and subscribe to the channel for more. Be well, everyone. Stay mindful.